So, what's good? This kind of a different style of video that we're doing today. I have nothing else really to post, and I haven't posted in a minute. I feel like that's not very cool to y'all. I haven't really showed you the martial arts part, so I don't know. I decided maybe this video I could show y'all some combos or something. Doing like Muay Thai, left way, a little bit of MMA, some wrestling, that kind of stuff. So we're just kind of gonna dive in like off the rip. So yeah. So kind of the main goal of this video is more of kind of just, I guess you could say this is still kind of prologue of my channel. You know, just y'all still trying to get to know me. You know, I'm a Muay Thai left way practitioner type deal. The very, very awesome striking martial arts. Left way has takedowns that are pretty cool. Muay Thai has some really cool takedowns. Also love wrestling, that kind of stuff. So I think for starters, we're just gonna do some boxing combos, right? So I guess I can kind of go here, right? Don't mind this part. Yeah, don't mind it. Anyways, we're gonna work on some just combo boxing, right? So getting your stance. So most people who get into their fighting stance like to use their dominant hand on their back, right? Like as this one. I am a right hand, so I'm southpaw. Do not follow that if you don't feel comfortable with that. I know my left is a lot powerful than my right. I use my right to lead and kind of go straight into my power, right? Again, if you don't feel comfortable doing that, don't do that. Most fighters will actually recommend the total opposite. So if you have a coach, listen to them, not me. This is more of just like the combo wise, right? So, yeah. Me personally, I feel like if you're going to do boxing, just instantly go to Muay Thai. Only because if you go to Muay Thai and you're a boxing, you can start doing Nak Muay, which is foreign boxer in Taiwanese, I think the language is called. I'm not too sure. But the reason why I say that is just so you have all the same weapons to utilize, right? But you're mainly a boxer. So if you're a boxer and you can't check a leg kick, Muay Thai is probably the best thing, and you can become a Nak Muay. Anyways, we're going straight to into the stance that you're more comfortable with, right? Most of the time, you should always have your power hand at the back, right? This should be your distraction hand, or you're leading into a combo hand, right? So it's right, or right, just something that you can use that power dynamic, boom, and really unleash. This one, distraction, right? This one, just deliver, right? So distraction, boom, deliver. So the combos we'll probably work on today, just probably old-fashioned 1, 2, 3. Now, the reason why we're going with the simple combo is because even UFC fighters, that's why I kind of like love the art of fighting. You can never be perfect at a combo, right? You can only get better. It's one of those things that only go further and further on perfection, right? So you can always see boxers or UFC fighters, they're never perfect at a jab, ever. Sure, they might look good, they might look crisp, but they're never perfect, right? So, you know, for like 5 minutes or so, maybe shadow box your jab a bit. Maybe throw in some face, right? But, you know, when you're leading it, so once you get kind of the handle of how to throw a jab, right? Not like this, turning your wrist like that, right? You're gonna learn to use this one, your power hand. Oh, you can't really see my feet. You're going to kind of use your foot to do this, So you're gonna pivot. Again though, this is not your power hand, right? When you're doing the simple combo. These two, when you're doing either a body shot, unless you're going for it, like, right, like you're leading into it, you should always try to distract the head before you go to the body, because their eyes are at their head, right? So you don't want them to see that body shot going, right? So when you're doing it, when you're doing that body hook, you want to turn your hip, right? You want to turn that. Think of it as like a shovel, right? You're trying to dig in there, right? So, right? Kind of simple as that. As far as a jab cross, jab cross, jab cross, jab cross, right? Easy as that. I also can't stress this enough. When you're doing your punches, does not matter what punch, whether it's a overhand, a body, like a triple hit combo kind of deal, whatever it is, always return your hands to your face. You have no idea how many times when I'm trying to teach some of the homies this, they're always doing this. This is doing nothing other than getting your leg kicked in by someone who knows Muay Thai, right? An oblique kick, or just like a John Jones kick, right? You don't want to do that. You always want to keep your hands up, right? When I was training with Clutch, a street beast fighter, okay, not set. He's the one who kind of like taught me and got me into the whole Muay Thai thing. He always taught me as a, excuse me, think of it as a car leaving the garage. After you're done with the car, where are you returning it? To the garage, right? So when you're in your stance, whatever stance may be, right? You might got like a Muay Thai fighter kind of deal, or you might be a boxer, or whatever it is, or you might be even like a Stephen Thompson kind of deal, where you're just kind of in there and then out, right? No matter what, return your car back to the garage, right? So doesn't matter what style, right? Right? Does not matter. Right? No matter what style you have, your hands should always be coming back. That part is probably the most annoying part to get down. When you're trying to train somebody and their hands immediately go to this. Because it makes no sense, right? If you're going to be a puncher, it makes sense to cover your face. Or, at the very least, like a Phil Shelley kind of deal. Or a Philly Shell. I can't remember the name, my fault. I'm probably butchering that. My fault. Or, at the very least, like a Phil Shelley kind of deal. Or a Philly Shell. I can't remember the name, my fault. I'm probably butchering that. But at least like something like this, where you're covering the body and the head, right? That's not bad, right? You're doing this, right? Using that shoulder, kind of, right? Always, always return it back. Always. I took off my necklace, and that's what all that like scratching was in the mic. So forgive me, headphone users. Also, another thing I cannot stress enough, okay? When you're going in for a punch, do not leave your hand down. Always have it up. Doesn't matter what punch it is, right? I see these people that I'm training, or even just people in general, when they fight, like really like waiting for this big punch, and their hand is like all the way right here, right? If you miss that punch, you're open here, you're open here, you're open for an uppercut, you're open for any of that. Always, if you're not going to use a punch, just always keep it there. And if you're going to use that punch, return it back. Right? No matter where you're striking, always. Next combo will be learning boxing wise. Or you know what? Nah. We'll go for a left way. We'll go for a Muay Thai, and then we'll go for a left way combo. So for Muay Thai, right, obviously there's knees, elbows, right, catches, right, clinching, right, kicks, all of that. So the art of 8 limbs is something where you utilize your kicks more, because in point style Muay Thai, kicks are a lot more than punches, right? Clinching, deciding what you're doing, whether you knock down or elbow or whatever, it's a point-based martial arts from Thailand, right? But more Americanized. That's basically what it is. So, combo that we can learn is we can do a 1-2. Now, also, before we do this combo, if you don't know how to kick, okay, like if you can't kick high, that's fine. Either kick low or kick middle. This combo is fine for any of them, okay? Also, if you can't kick high, maybe start stretching. Just an idea. First combo we'll do a 1-2, right? So a cross or a jab cross. Now what we're going to do is we do an uppercut. Now since I don't have an uppercut bag, right? It's going to look like a body punch. Just know that's an uppercut, right? So 1-2 uppercut, and as you're doing this uppercut, you're going to switch legs like that, right? This is what you call in Muay Thai or even mixed martial arts a switch kick, right? Doesn't matter where you're going. You could be low, you can be middle, or you could be high, right? Doesn't matter. So here's what we'll do. So 1, 2, 3. So again, as you're doing the uppercut, switch. Now, depending on where you want to hit or where you know you can hit, go for it. So I know I can kick high. So what I'll do, right? I'll do a head kick. But for people who don't stretch, for example, it's fine with low or middle. Right? It's fine. Also, sorry, I got a little splinter. Condition your shins. I know it sounds really bad, but like, don't like go too hard first, okay? Because that's always bad. You want to be able to have a normal recovery time. But no, like, I have this wood. My phone overheated, so like I took this out. I was trying to explain to it, didn't work. I'm basically saying like, this is kind of like I usually train on, right? Just oh, that's gonna leave a bomb, dude. My whole point of this whole thing, oh my gosh, that like really hurt, is like just start slow, right? Like, other than that corner time, like I really do practice on it. Now I feel like, now I feel like I gotta like show y'all that like I really do train on this, because like bro. Oh, can you guys even see that? Oh yeah, you can. All right. Now, usually any martial arts practitioner will always tell you, well, at least when I was doing karate, they've always said to use your undominant, like your less dominant hand, do twice as much, right? So like if you're doing 100 of like your right or your left, do 200 on your right or your left, right? To equal it out, right? Luckily, I've never had that problem. I'm very blessed for that. So usually, again, I don't know if, can y'all see? Can y'all? Oh, it's gonna fall. Oh yeah, that's falling. Okay. But yeah, you guys get my point. Start slow. Maybe not this really big piece of wood. Maybe do like a rounded piece of wood. They have like, try Cali sticks. Cali sticks are really good for shin conditioning. They're also really good to learn the style of martial art. Cali, penchocks a lot. You know, just martial arts is a beautiful thing. But yeah, moral of the whole thing, condition your shins, especially if you're trying to do the Muay Thai thing. it would be better because in Muay Thai, right, you got, oh, you can see my feet in this one. All right, cool. You got to check, right? So checking also does condition your shins a bit. Just make sure you don't have a sparring partner that's like really like whamming on you. You know what I mean? Just make sure you like, if you do have a sparring partner, right, that you guys are just, just kind of like feeling each other out. Don't be afraid to check. You'll get a little dinks on your shins, but if you do the research about how conditioning works, you'll see why that's not a problem. So, yeah. Also, another really cool thing about Muay Thai is if you're not doing it to compete or even as a, what is it called? Yeah, just to like compete or even like go far with it, it's a really good, what is it called? Self-defense. That's what it's called. It's a good self-defense mechanism, right? Like, if most people who see this stance, right, usually correlate it to Muay Thai or Left Way. Left Way is kind of unknown, so it'd be more like Muay Thai. And what is Muay Thai known for? It's leg kicks. So, you know what I mean? No one's going to want to mess with a dude who just, you know what I mean? Like whams right into it. So, yeah, I think if you're getting into it, go to boxing first. Go to Muay Thai to learn the techniques of the knees, elbows, that kind of stuff. So, yeah. Also, another neat thing, this is my last thing about Muay Thai, I swear. In like most UFC fighters, its base style is Muay Thai or kickboxing, which, hate to be the one to say it, kickboxing is just it's a less fun Muay Thai, in my opinion. That's my opinion. You know what I mean? Kickboxers do really good against Muay Thai. To me, they're practically the same. One's better, again, in my opinion, but hey, that's not this video, right? So next combo will be Left Way, the art of 9 limbs.
Chance to throw it, eats that right hand and another. Now a big elbow, that's just what his corner was talking about. Those slashing, cutting elbows. Again, natural to slip. They're continuing. Good left hand from Sladiak. And Sladiak goes round 4. Sladiak driving to the inside, lands the knee. More big.
Yeah, that's Left Way, right? So as you see in the clips that I've mentioned, also shout out to these people. It has headbutts, which I like a lot. So one combo that I like to practice a lot, which is by King Leduc, which he is a Left Way champion, is he taught or he showed another mixed martial artist YouTuber this combo, right? So if I'm correct, because it's been a minute, right? So what you're gonna do, getting your stance, right? You're gonna want to do a 1, 2, 3. What is it? Post, or is it post? Oh, okay, that's what it was. Yep, that's what it was. That's what it was. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Nope. I got it this time, I swear. 1, 2, post, headbutt, elbow, right? So obviously with this combo, it's a lot different than other styles of fighting, at least that I've seen, right? not a lot of styles of fighting other than Krav Maga that I know of include a headbutt, right? Maybe Kyokushin, but honestly, I don't think so. Anyways, the stance you're going to want to be in is definitely a long stance, just so you can cover that distance and you can really jump to that post, right? This is a post, meaning like you're like posting them at where you want them to be, right? At the end of your glove, and they're staying there, that's a post. You're posting them out, right? But yeah, no, you definitely want a long stance. I think this should go without saying. I know I didn't include this earlier, but don't ever keep your legs like this in a fight. If you're going to fight a wrestler, this is his dream right here. Right? Like a high stance, right? Whether it's square or whether it's sideways, whatever it may be, just don't keep them like that, right? Be wide, right? Be wide. You can cover distance, right? Cover a lot of distance from being wide. Anyways, so same thing we went for. So jab cross, right? Post, right? Doesn't matter how you want to block. I block like this just in case they want to come with a punch on this side. And then you headbutt, use your head, and elbow, right? When you're using your elbow, make sure you're really like, you want, it's kind of the exact same thing I talked about when you're going for the body. You want to dig, but instead of digging, you want to slash. Think of your elbow as a knife. Where do you want that knife to be? Across the head, atop of the head. Maybe you want to do like a upwards, even like a whatever you want to do. That is your knife. You control it. You want to use all of your momentum from up here, up into your legs, up to the second you turn. So it should be a chain reaction, right? From your foot to your hip to your arm, right? Also, I want to make this known. If you know this combo and like if you're learning it, please don't just go trying it out in your natural gym. Like, they will kick you out. You are not supposed to headbutt anybody in a gym, like, just for the record. Now, if you're asking for a pad holder to be like, hey, I want to practice my headbutts, yes, you can straight up look up left way pad work, and that it'll show you how to do it. Don't just go headbutting random people. You're going to hurt yourself, and you're going to hurt the person you headbutted a lot worse. I just want to make that clear before I just start teaching this, right? So when you're doing your headbutt, you don't want to, right? You look stupid, right? You want to make sure it's concealed. Like every other weapon on you, you want to make sure it's concealed, right? Punch to the face, you're covering their eyesight. They don't know that body. You cover their eyesight, bam! They don't see what's coming right here. When you're posting, right? You're blocking, again, however way. I personally recommend this so they don't punch you, but this side's open too, so just whatever you're comfortable with, right? When you're this close, you're trying to use your, again, back of your leg, kind of turning it, again, pivoting it, because you really want to, don't try to hit, go through. Again, mind you, this is self-defense or competing. Do not just do this to your friend or your brother or anybody that you care about. You're trying to go through them, right? You're trying to turn it. Now, this could cause head injuries if you're not doing it right, especially neck injuries. Couldn't break your neck if you're doing it that hard. Don't do it that hard. Don't try to break your neck. But when you're doing it, make sure your neck is stable, right? And if you're like a boxer stance of a Muay Thai or whatever, right? A good way is to just kind of go for it. Make sure your head is straight, right? Don't wind it up. Don't. So what's going to happen is your chin's going to get caught, stomach's there, you're going to get leg kicked, Don't do that. You want to just maybe wind up just a bit, but again, post. Because when you're posting, you're keeping them at where you want to be, right? Or where you want them to be, right? So, or again, being here is a lot better because you can just kind of go for it. If you're clinching, right, you can go in any kind of way. Up, down, sideways, anything like that. King leduc. Okay, so it's getting pretty dark out, so I'm gonna just kind of wrap this up, right? Like I was saying, King leduc, the videos that I mentioned, he talks about how, or not even talks about, you see in the clips, when he's clinching, he hits him with the side of the head, not the temple. Avoid the temple when you're doing the headbutts. Either do this part, right? Like kind of, oh, I showed the temple, I'm dumb. Kind of like right here, right? But don't do it to the point where you're straight, like, headbutts are very dangerous, right? So take extreme caution doing them because it's not a joke. You can like really get a head injury, a brain injury by headbutting somebody. Like, it's happened multiple times. And Let the Way and street fights, just in general, headbutts are a scary thing to do, a scary attack, because they can hurt the fighter and they can hurt the person and like genuinely give them both brain damage. So just be careful with it. Also, I'll link the video down below. The martial arts guy I was telling you about that kind of just went and talked with King leduc. I'll link him in down below, but he talks about neck workouts and how they're extremely important when you're headbutting someone and you're not trying to hurt yourself and not trying to give your opponent brain damage, right? Because at the end of the day, the goal is not to give someone brain damage, it's just to knock them out. So just knock them out. I know it's a stupid sentence, like I know, but like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah. Anyways, that's kind of the end of the video. That's the 3 styles that I would recommend to anyone when it comes to either competing, when it comes to self-defense, or when it comes to just something that you're trying to get into for fitness-wise. Muay Thai is a very big fitness thing because it really works out all of your body, and it's also a self-defense thing. Left way is good too, but again, it's more dangerous per se, but you know what I mean? If you want to go for it, go for it. So, yeah, that's pretty much all the combos that I decided, again, just to try something new on my channel, just to see how you guys would like it or not, kind of dive deeper into who I am as a fighter, you know, that kind of stuff. So, yeah, I hope you guys liked the video, and if you liked it, please subscribe. I'll put a link in below. Please go subscribe to Men's Society. Put on the ring notification because next Monday to Tuesday, boys are coming over. Not all of them, one's working, but most of the boys are recording a video. So, again, thank you guys so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, share, comment, whatever you guys want to see. So, yeah. Bye, guys.